but it makes me feel home, you know, because I do the same thing at home. But I'll come back here and beat him.
What makes you so confident you can beat him?
Because I wasn't impressed.
Really?
I thought he fought a brilliant fight, and I thought he was malicious, you know, but it wasn't no Hector Camacho in front of him. And the guy never really backed him up with nothing hard, but he did cut him. I wasn't impressed. I mean, when I say impressed, nothing enough to say, wow, wait up, you know, it was a mistake, you know. No, let's get it on, it's Macho time.
I don't think too many people have knocked Terry Marsh over. Do you think you could do that?
Well, I mean, somebody tried. It'll happen. It's Macho time.
We look forward to seeing you back here. The man who's got to get it all together is Frank Warren. Frank, I get the feeling it could take a fairly hefty check to get the two boys together.
Yeah, and we've also got the problem getting over the mandatory contender, whose name is also
Frankie Warren.
Yeah, that's right. So situation is that we're looking to try and get the fight on in September. And we're hoping it'll take place here, and I'm sure we're going to have some long negotiations this evening.
Any sort of percentages on that, how likely it is to happen?
I think we've got a very good chance. I mean, it's up to this guy here, it's up to the IBF, and it's up to, as I say, Frankie Warren to step aside. But I believe at the end of the day we can organise it.
Let's hope so. Just a brief quote from you about Terry Marsh's performance tonight.
I thought brilliant as usual. You know, he had it all to lose there, bad cuts, and he come back, showed his character, true grit, and he showed he was the macho British man.
Hector, just finally, I think a lot of people would have seen you on television tonight and thought you might have been just a little bit cocky, a little bit self-assured, but we'll look forward to seeing you back in this ring for real.
Okay, they don't think I got an arrogant attitude, but if you don't have it, you ain't going nowhere.
Arrogant or self-confident, one of the two, eh?
Self-confidence.
Thanks both, thanks.
Thank you.
Well, so there's plenty of excitement down in the ring, and it's pretty exciting up here to be saying hello to Sugar Ray Leonard. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
And belated congratulations on winning the world title. What did you make of it tonight, then?
Well, I thought it was an exciting fight, a great matchup, mainly because Terry Marsh used what got him there. The jab, he kept the right hand, he was able to keep his opponent off balance. So it was a very strategic fight.
Well, I mean, as early as the second round, I think it was, that clash of heads, and he was badly cut. He was right up against it, wasn't he?
Well, that was expected because of the styles. Because with Aikido, he comes with his head, and Terry comes in the same way. So that's almost inevitable. That's going to happen. But I think having a good corner man, good cut man like Marsh had, was able to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, because I would have thought so early in the fight that could have been disastrous. I mean, he had to finish it early to stay in, Marsh did.
Well, Marsh picked up the pace. He first started throwing more punches. It was not more out of desperation, but it was more so a very intelligent move. He kept throwing more punches to try to get him out of there.
So what do you think of Marsh as a fighter?
I think he's a well-accomplished fighter. I think that the more fights he has on his belt, the more seasoned and professional he will become. What I've seen of him, I'm very impressed with, is the fact that he has that tenacity, strong, aggressive.
He's got brains as well.
And if he hurts you, he takes advantage of it.
What about the idea of a fight with Hector Camacho then for him?
Well, I think that's going to be something that the fans will look forward to seeing, because Camacho, with his style, his flamboyancy, and Terry Marsh, a guy that likes to get the job over with, it's going to be a great fight, I think.
What about yourself? How are you at the moment?
Well, I'm happy now. I beat Marvin Hagler. I'm here for Wimbledon, and I'm an avid tennis player.
Are you glad you're not fighting again, or are you changing your mind yet again?
I'm not changing my mind. I'm very content now. No more fighting. I'm finished.
Have you been here to watch Wimbledon today?
Yes, I was able to see Ivan Lendl and so Jimmy Connors. Great matches.
Sugar Ray, it's been great to meet you. Thanks for coming up here.
Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed our hospitality in this country.
I love it. Thanks.
Great stuff. Thank you. So, a wonderful night. Leonard has been here to watch it. What have you actually thought about the atmosphere in the Royal Albert Hall?
I love it. I wouldn't mind fighting here. Not saying anything, but I wouldn't mind fighting here.
No, I'm still not convinced you're retiring, because people were saying in the States when you announced your retirement that, you know, how could they believe you?
Well, I said it once, I said it twice. This is my third time, isn't it?
I thought it was fourth, but anyway, who's
Probably
counting?
fourth. Who's counting? No, I'm retired. You may see me at Wimbledon playing tennis.
Terry Marsh has said he planned to retire as soon as he had one defence, but do you think the temptation to go on will be too much?
Well, the temptations are great, and quite naturally, the money's is good, and I see him fighting a few years.
Okay, well, Sugar Ray, again, it's been great to meet you. Thanks for coming up to join us. I hope
Sure.
you enjoy the rest of your stay in this country. We certainly had a fantastic night here at the Royal Albert Hall tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have here. From all of us here